Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So in this video, I want to talk about the flaw in envying people, right? Or being jealous of someone, wishing that you had what somebody else has, wishing that you were them, wishing that you had their type of life or whatever it is like that. And the flaw in envying people is if you see somebody that is more successful than you, has more money, maybe has the type of relationship that you want, and you're like, man, I wish that I was them or I had those things. The flaw in envying those people is because you have no idea what those people did, have done, or are doing to be in that position or situation, right? So you want this thing that they have. Let's say, for example, someone's really successful, has a lot of money or whatever it is like that. You don't know what they're doing to get that, right? Now, it could be something as simple as, them just working hard, right? Are you willing to work as hard as them to get to that? Or they could be doing something illegal. Are you going to do something illegal to get what they have, right? So the thing is, you see the thing that you want, you wish you had, but you have no idea what those people had to do to get it, right? So it's not just like they just have the situation or have the thing. There's something that comes along with it, right? So the thing is, you're just looking at the thing or the circumstance of the situation, but you don't realize what had to happen to make that go down. Also, you don't even know if the person that you're envying is, happy or loves themselves. They could be miserable as hell. So you're like, oh, I see this guy or this woman, and they're in this type of relationship, and I wish I was in the type of relationship that they're in. And you have no idea what's going on in their relationship. You have no idea if they're happy. You have no idea what they had to do to make that relationship happen. You have no idea what they had to do to keep the relationship, right? So you're seeing the surface level of things, but you have no idea what they had to do in order to get to that point. You see what I'm saying? So this is the flaw in envying people or feeling jealous that somebody has this or has that, because you have no idea what's happening behind the scenes to make that occur. And the thing is that if you did know what it was, let's say, for example, you see this successful person, you could be successful too. You could be as successful or even more successful than that person, right? You could, let's say, for example, if it's a thing about money, you could have as much money, more money than that person, but are you willing to do the work that it takes to get there? Because that person did the work. You're just seeing the result of the work. You're envious of the result of the work, but you yourself, if you knew what the work was, you probably wouldn't do it. You see what I'm saying? This is the funny part about this, because a lot of people, they are looking at everyone else, especially with things like social media, right? And people see people on social media, and sometimes people on social media are fronting, they're faking. And so you're envying something that's not even real, right? You are admiring something that's not the reality in the first place anyway. Now, if it is the reality, you still don't know what they had to do to get that particular thing or be in that particular position. And if you did know, are you willing to do the work it takes to get there? And most people aren't willing to do the work. So most people, they have this thing where, oh, I want to be like this person. I wish I was at that position, but really, are you willing to do the shit? You might see somebody who has like a super fit body. You're like, oh, I wish I was that fit and I wish I looked that way. Are you willing to go in the gym and eat the type of food they're eating and all this other stuff? How do you know that person isn't on steroids? How do you know that person isn't, using some type of drug to look this way or that way? You see what I'm saying? You don't. So the thing is this, instead of envying other people, focus on yourself. Figure out, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? How do you want your life to be? And then work towards that. That's it. That is it. There's no point in, seeing other people, hating on other people, envying other people, wishing you were in this position or that position. Make the shit happen how you want to make it happen. But first, you got to figure out what you want and then just focus on that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, hit me up in the DM and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.